What's up everyone, this is Tony with Journey Crypto. In this video we're going to be doing a major cryptocurrency news update and a cryptocurrency market update as well. We do have Litecoin, Chainlink, and Bitcoin Cash up right now out of the top 10. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified when I make new cryptocurrency videos. Alright guys, so we got some huge news on institutions and more banks considering getting into cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin for the first time, other mainstream news as well that I'm going to be going over, and a cryptocurrency market update. So before we do get started here, I do want to let you guys know I do have a new Twitter account in case you're following my old one. I'm still waiting for that one to get unlocked. Twitter support is taking over a week just to get back to me. So you guys can follow me at TonySparkOG for now. There will be a link to this in the video description. Also tomorrow I will be doing my first ever Q&A video. So if you guys do want to ask questions, I do have this tweet pinned on my Twitter profile, and I will be going through some of these questions and answering questions in tomorrow's video. So go over to my Twitter and you can drop a question here. Also, I will be launching the pre-sale to the membership site coming up very soon. This will give you 60% off the first year, private videos, and exclusive access to videos before I launch them on YouTube. Also, it's going to give you access to private chats, and then there will be many more perks coming for the official site launch. So I will give you guys a date and time for this pre-sale. It's going to be limited access, and this should be coming up in the upcoming week. Along with the next major crypto giveaway, I'm going to be doing $25,000 in cryptocurrency prizes in this next major giveaway. I will let you guys know when that's launching here as well. Alright guys, so jumping into the crypto markets, pretty much everything is stable, but we do have Cardano, Polkadot, and Binance having a small correction here. Cardano down around 5%. So I did post today, it's going to take a big announcement to push ADA past that $1 resistance here. Depending on the scale of this major announcement that Charles did hint at, we could be seeing a $2 ADA in February, depending on how the entire crypto space does as a whole as well. As long as buying pressure continues to come in, which we are seeing, I do think that a major announcement could push ADA past that $1 resistance, but it is going to be testing that, I think, until we get a major announcement. So we have Litecoin, Chainlink, and Bitcoin Cash up to date out of the top 10, Bitcoin Cash being the most now. Litecoin was on par with Bitcoin Cash, but it did have a small setback. I am pretty bullish on Litecoin. I did buy it in yesterday's trading series video, only at a around a $15 billion market cap right now. For this to get to $1,000 or around a 5x would only take Litecoin getting to around $70 to $75 billion market cap, which, comparing that to Bitcoin, that's still less than 1/10 of Bitcoin's market cap. So I definitely think a $1,000 Litecoin is possible in 2021 if everything keeps growing at the rate it is, institutions keep getting in, retail interest keeps growing as well. So in my opinion, Litecoin is pretty undervalued right now compared to other top 10 cryptos, how much they've gone up in the past couple weeks. I definitely think Litecoin has some catching up to do. And Litecoin is also on PayPal now, and PayPal is going to be launching those crypto merchant payments within Q1, so that should be sometime in March possibly. So I think when that launches and a lot of merchants on PayPal start accepting Litecoin as payment, that's going to be hundreds of announcements and tons of news and attention. I definitely think Litecoin will be skyrocketing at that time. Recently we also had major support here from some famous people: Mark Cuban, Gene Simmons, Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin. So Mark Cuban here on Wall Street Bets, he did reply to a Wall Street Bets post in the subreddit, and they asked which altcoins do you like, and he said he has sushi along with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. So that's pretty interesting. He holds these altcoins because he has only recommended Ethereum and Bitcoin in the past, but I think he's just playing it safe, not recommending smaller altcoins for retail investors. So Gene Simmons also buying into Litecoin and announcing support for cryptos. Someone asked, how much Litecoin do you have? And he just stated a lot. So I will be doing another video on Litecoin in the upcoming week, going over major events coming up and partnerships and stuff, and why I'm bullish on Litecoin out of the top 10. But I am still very bullish on Cardano ADA as well, leading up to that mainnet launch of Goguen and smart contracts. Tons of partners coming out of that as well. It will take some announcements coming up though to push the price past that $1 resistance though, in my opinion. So getting into some other crypto news here. A good post here on Twitter. Remember that as the market cap of Bitcoin rises, it forces more institutions into it. The more institutions that adopt it, the more the others have to, and the harder it is for regulators to stop it. A perfect reflexive loop with the little guy front running it all. So we do have a lot of institutions, banks, and companies buying into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and offering cryptocurrency services coming up. We did have the announcements of Visa and MasterCard getting into crypto very soon, and then PayPal as well. So as you guys can imagine, more and more of these companies and institutions are piling in order to stay competitive. And the more that do get into Bitcoin and crypto, then the more that will continue piling in, like this post states. So getting into some of this crypto news revolving around banks. Can banks be their own bank? Dutch bank BNY Mellon plan custody services, as we heard recently with the announcement of this bank getting into custody services with Bitcoin and crypto. This is one of the oldest banks in the world. We also got JPMorgan will get into Bitcoin at some point, says co-president. Still a little bit too early for them though. They want more demand before they start getting into this. So JPMorgan co-president Daniel Pinto said the current demand isn't there yet for the firm to get into Bitcoin, but he is sure that it will be at some point. So that's pretty good confidence here, especially since we did have some specialists from JPMorgan stating that Bitcoin may never pass $40,000 again. Just a couple weeks later, with Tesla buying Bitcoin, it has broken $40,000 again, now testing $50,000. So the bigger Bitcoin gets, the more pressure institutions are going to feel to get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So the better we do overall, the faster it's going to start picking up as well. So another major article here, Bitcoin goes mainstream as institutions hold 3% of Bitcoin's circulating supply. That's actually a pretty big percent considering how big Bitcoin is already. And that number, that percentage is going to continue growing as more institutions get in. And like we said, we're going to have that snowball effect where more and more institutions will start piling in order to stay competitive. So I do think this percentage will be growing, and basic supply and demand economics, the more Bitcoin that's taken out of circulation while demand is increasing, the farther the price of Bitcoin will go up. So I do see Bitcoin testing that $100,000 within 2021. Some experts have called for as high as $300,000 in 2021. That is pretty high up there. I definitely think 100,000 is definitely possible though. So more major news here, Morgan Stanley to consider Bitcoin for $150 billion investment wing. Another domino falls in the crypto institutional takeover. Massive news here. So this isn't confirmed yet, but the fact they are considering it with this much money is just massive. So this is 100 times more money than what Tesla just bought into Bitcoin. They bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. This is $150 billion. So just insane if this does happen. More great news here and institutions piling in. So some news on Cardano here. Cardano is soaring, but can ADA gain another 380% to break its record high versus Bitcoin? So although Cardano is nearing in on its all-time high price, it's still far away from its all-time high price compared to Bitcoin Satoshis. So ADA is still far away from its all-time high price compared to Bitcoin. So there's massive room for growth for ADA, as you guys can imagine, and ADA has grown so much. They're launching their Goguen mainnet. They have major partnerships coming. They're doing major decentralized finance in Africa that can onboard millions of users over the next few years. So ADA still has massive room for growth, in my opinion, although it has skyrocketed in the recent couple weeks. I do think there's a minor correction because of this, but I do think as soon as we have some partnership announcements and the Goguen mainnet is close to launching, this can definitely be testing $2 to $3 in my opinion. So another article here we did cover yesterday, 3 reasons why ADA is up 100% this month. So we do have Cardano's smart contract era getting very close to launching, and that's massive for ADA. That's when we're going to be seeing hundreds of cryptocurrency projects launching on the Cardano blockchain and switching over from the Ethereum blockchain over to Cardano's blockchain. Also, the network will become fully community controlled in less than 2 months. Like I did state recently, ADA will be 50 to 100 times more decentralized than Bitcoin itself, which is just massive because crypto is huge on decentralization. IOHK's Africa deals could bring millions of new users to Cardano. So it is going to take some time for all this to play out. There's of course a lot of early investors that are taking profits. So I initially got into ADA around 5 cents at the beginning of summer. So as you guys can imagine, at $1, that's a 20x from just the beginning of summer. So of course, people are going to be taking profits. ADA is going to be transitioning from early investors to new investors. And as that happens and more good news piles in, the price should be continuing to climb, especially because ADA has staking now and you can earn over 5% passive income with that, and a massive percent of the circulating supply of ADA is actually in staking. So even though we have many altcoins in the top 10 up 100% and more in the past couple weeks, I'm still very bullish on a lot of these altcoins. They still have massive room to grow. As we did see, ADA would have to grow 380% from its price to get to its all-time high price compared to Bitcoin. And how you can check that here, you can actually check the price. As you guys can see, the Bitcoin is the orange. So comparing that here to our current price, as you guys can see, the orange is much smaller here, but the price in USD fiat currency is much higher. So if we get back to this peak price in Bitcoin, comparing ADA to Bitcoin, that's going to be pushing ADA over $3 to $4. And I definitely think that could be coming very soon, especially because we have the volume here picking up so much, and a major mainnet coming, major partnerships and everything, hundreds of projects launching on the Cardano blockchain. But small corrections are normal in the crypto space, which is why we see this down 6% right now. But these are great opportunities for people to buy the dips, like I always say. This can dip more though in the short term, unless we get a big announcement sometime in the next week or two, which Charles Hoskinson did state there is something massive coming in February, and so far we don't have any major announcements. So by the end of February, we could definitely be breaking that $1 resistance level for ADA. All right, guys, so Atom rallies 100% in a week. What's behind the re-rating of Cosmos? So we did see the price of Cosmos Atom at $10 when that news of China adding Cosmos to their blockchain did break. It did a 2x, now at $20 at a $4.2 billion market cap. This could be pretty undervalued, especially because of the fees and everything that you can earn from this. So projects on top of Cosmos valued higher than Atom. Very interesting. So also Cosmos Atom is undervalued relative to other blockchains. So many great projects using Tendermint Cosmos, and you don't even know Anon, $10 billion market cap and will explode like AVAX. Atom holders will earn transaction fees for packets that are routed through the hub. This includes all data. Additionally, Atom holders will earn swap fees, gas fees, and transaction fees from the upcoming AMM. Furthermore, earnings from the shared security once you realize what that means for Atom. So pretty big things here. Atom holders can be earning some good passive income as well, and through staking. So this is a cryptocurrency project that could be pretty undervalued. I personally don't hold any Atom right now, but I have it in the past. It may be something I'm considering picking up in the next trading series coming up. So Bitcoin price enters consolidation, but is a rally past $50,000 now inevitable? Bitcoin's price is taking a breather after a Tesla-fueled rally, but where will the next move take it, and could a new all-time high be established soon? I definitely think we're going to be testing that $50,000 Bitcoin very soon coming up here, especially with any more major breaking news. Of course, like I always say, there's always high risk of short-term price corrections and dips, especially because we have new people in office and a lot of new regulations for crypto coming to play. So if we do look at the Bitcoin Google Trends level, it is getting back to that all-time high peak here we had when Bitcoin broke $40,000 for the first time. So it's very possible if this continues climbing, we could be breaking $50,000, moving upwards of $60,000 Bitcoin, which would be huge for the entire crypto space. And then many people are calling for Ethereum to be breaking $2,000 as well, getting to $2,500. Of course, we are seeing minor pullbacks here for some of the top 10 cryptos. So in general, I'm most bullish on Cardano ADA and Litecoin for the short term here out of the top 10 and throughout 2021 pretty much. Also, we saw Binance BNB have a huge price rally recently. That could be having a small pullback, but Binance BNB is working on massive things. They're buying up as many crypto platforms as possible. Binance is the biggest exchange in the world as well. So besides that, I am looking at much smaller cap altcoins right now that have much higher potential that are below the top 100. And I will be talking more about coins I'm looking at here. So recently we did see SparkPoint SRK go up 10x, and they are leading up to that first major exchange listing coming up at the end of February as well. So I will be covering that once that exchange listing launches. So if you guys want to ask me any questions and get answers, I will be doing the first Q&A video tomorrow. Go over to my Twitter page and drop a question. I'll try to answer as many of these as possible. There's already over 100 questions though, so I'm just going to ask the questions that I think would help people the most here. So thank you guys again for watching the video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, a free way to support the channel is like the video, comment below, and share this video anywhere on social media or with friends and family. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.